Hey guys, welcome to Diablo 3. Today I want to share my barbarian build with you because I think it's pretty cool. It is based around Hammer of the Ancients and having really high critical strike chance, similarly to the old Whirlwind build. So here I have 48% chance to critical strike with the Scoundrel. And the way this build works is I'm using Battle Rage with Into the Fray, so that when I deal a critical hit I receive back some Fury. And I'm using Hammer of the Ancients, and in patch 1.0.5 for every 5 Fury you have, you gain 1% increased critical hit chance. So I've got Hammer and I've got Animosity for extra Fury, and basically when I have max Fury and I'm hitting several enemies, my Fury just stays up, and my critical strike chance with the Hammer of the Ancients is about 70, something ridiculous like that. So as long as I'm smashing a group with a hammer, I don't run out of Fury, and my crit chance is ridiculous. And other skills I'm using for this build are, of course, Warcry for general survivability, Battle Rage for more critical strike chance, damage, and of course the chance to receive Fury upon a crit, Leap to get around and to stun things, now that it's actually effective to use stunning on monsters, and Ground Stomp to also stun enemies and to pull in trash mobs into a pile where they can all be hit by a single strike of the hammer. For gear, I've got some cheap critical strike chance gear. You see my helmet, for example, just all resistances and critical strike chance, pretty much nothing else. It didn't cost much. I bought most of this on the gold auction house and it was all pretty cheap. My gloves, vitality, strike chance, and regeneration. Pretty much that's it. So you don't need the top best gear for this, although you do need a lot of critical strike chance. So let me show you how this build works. And oh yeah, my passives: Ruthless for more critical strike chance. If I had a good axe, I would use an axe, Weapon Master, and a shield with more critical strike chance, but sadly I don't. And finally, I have the No Escape passive, and I have Ancient Spear with Harpoon. Says pierce through multiple enemies in a straight line and drag them all back. So let's go and try to find some enemies, and I'll show you how this whole thing works. Pull them in and then you smash. This is currently Monster Power 3 and I'm doing pretty well, even though my gear is not the best. I'm only at 36k DPS and 700 resists. So yeah, you saw that. I pulled them in with the spear and I just smashed them and my Fury just went up. And of course you saw all the nice crit numbers. Let me just get to some area where there's more monsters to show you more stuff. Sometimes I do run out of Fury, but then I just do normal attack, and since my crit chance is quite high, it usually restores enough Fury to start attacking again, like now. Alright, I would like to find the boss pack, as it really illustrates well the strength of this build. When you just pull the entire boss pack with Ancient Spear into one pile, stun them with Leap, and then just smash them. It really works quite well. As I said, I'm using Ground Stomp to pull in trash mobs closer, so my Hammer of the Ancients hits more of them at once. Oops, I'm stuck. That happens sometimes, you have to watch out for it. may be a good idea to keep leap available to yourself so you can jump out of such situations. Oh yeah, one more thing about the ancient hammer of the ancients. It doesn't actually matter which rune you are using. You could even use it with no rune and it will still work well, because you're relying on the basic ability that it has. I myself am using Birthright because I think it seems cool to get extra drops every now and then, and the health globes do help. Another thing I think bears mentioning is that I don't actually have life on hit on my weapons, or in fact anywhere. When I kill these things I can show you my details window. So here, life on hit 0. But you may have noticed that I was getting a good amount of health hitting things like 2000, 1000, and that's because I'm using a belt with 2.7% lifesteal right here, and pretty much nothing else. A bit of life regeneration, lifesteal 2.7%, and with the amount of damage that I do with the hammer, it actually works quite well. I'd say it works comparably to my 900 life on hit sword when using ancient hammer of the ancients. So that's pretty cool. I mean, if I'm hitting like 4 monsters, you see I'm getting crits of 100,000 quite often. If I'm hitting 4 monsters, that's gonna be about 2000 health healed per hit. So that's pretty cool. I think that pretty much covers this build, so well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you try this out. If you're one of those players who plays a lot and plays the auction house, do try this build with the best gear you have available. I think that would be a pretty impressive thing to see. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Still recharging. Look at that thing over there. Let's kill it.